Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking for another standard format deck, and this time we have something special. So this is a Gyarados Octillery deck. So if you are familiar with my YouTube channel and if you follow me in the past few months, I once again I made in the past one of my Gyarados Octillery's deck, and this is a new one for the Fate School 8 featuring some latest Fate School 8 cards, but I also improved it a little bit more since I actually played in the past with it, and there's actually a few things that you can make this deck even better. So what's really special about Gyarados? Definitely that double ability for the first, which says that this Pokemon can have up to 2 Pokemon Tool cards attached on it. So basically, it can one-hit almost everything in the game with full retaliation, 30 plus 30 more for each damage on your benched Magikarp. So basically, it can does a lot of damage. So all you really need to do, turn 1, maybe Wally, 3 Magikarps on the bench with 30 damage counters on each, and you're ready to one-hit knock out pretty much everything. You will not be able to have 30 damage on each Magikarp, but you can have 20 damage on each Magikarp with your Team Magma secret base. So basically, that stadium says that whenever you play any basic Pokemon, expect for the Team Magma from your hand onto your bench, you can put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So basically, this stadium will actually help you when you place Magikarp from your hand down to the bench to take 2 damage counters. But even in the worst possible scenario, if you don't have that stadium in play, you can increase the damage for 10 with the Rainbow Energy and Fighting Fury Belt, but you need to have in that case Fighting Fury Belt, and it can definitely be very cautious if your opponent, and very dangerous and risky if your opponent actually plays Starling Megaphone, so he can actually get rid of all of your Magikarps if they have 30 damage counters on them. So that can be a little bit tricky, but it's not a Tier 1 deck to be for competitive. It's actually very good and strong deck and very solid deck, but not for competitive play, to be honest, because I don't know how this can work against Item Lock, in my opinion. Very hard against Trevenant. But also, Seismic Giratina is a tough matchup for this deck, but to be honest, it's not that hard as is Trevenant. So let's take a look on some cards. We have 12 Pokemons, 40 trainer cards, and 8 energies. So I'm starting with, of course, 4 copies of Magikarp, and the main attacker, Gyarados, 4 copies of it. So basically, this is our main attacker in this deck. For support, we're running 2 Remoraids and 2 Octillery. So the main focus of this deck is to get turn 1 Wally maybe into play. Depend on what you really need. Either way, Gyarados or Octillery, and from that point you can actually choose between attacking or use Abyssal Hand. Of course, if you go first, you should go for that Octillery Abyssal Hand. If you go second, there's a good chance that you can actually one-hit knock out your opponent EX, so you can go, for example, with the Wally into Gyarados. So from item cards, I'm running single Battle Compressor, who can definitely help me to discard up to 3 cards from my deck into my discard pile. So definitely any kind of 3 cards I can discard. Since I'm running 4 puzzles, there's also a good chance that Battle Compressor can also be computer search for me. A single Buddy-Buddy Rescue, since I don't have too many space in this deck. Definitely good card because it allows me to place a Pokemon to put it from my discard pile back into my hand, so I can actually choose again, for example, Magikarp, and put it back into my hand. 4 copies of Dive Ball, so I can search my deck for any kind of the water Pokemon. 4 copies of Puzzle of Time, which can actually help me to, if I play 2 of them, at the same time put any 2 cards from my discard pile back into my hand. Also Sacred Ash ×1, which allows me to shuffle 5 Pokemon from my discard pile back into my deck. There's no need to play Super Road since you're not running any single basic energy in this deck, and the Sacred Ash in this situation is definitely way more better. 4 copies of Trainers Mail, which will definitely provide me some good item finder on my top 4 cards. So if I can top deck with the 4 cards something that I'm looking like N or maybe Puzzle or Secret Dash or I don't know, Float Stone, I can easily grab it with my Trainers Mail. Only 2 copies of Ultra Ball, so 2 copies of Ultra Ball can actually help me to discard any 2 cards in my hand, so I can actually thin my hand in order to search my deck for Pokemon, and it can also help me to use my Abyssal hand for a few more cards instead of just playing, for example, Level Ball, and to be able to just play a single card. Also 4 copies of VA Seeker, no need to talk too much about that. Single Ace Trainer, a definitely good way to start a game if your opponent managed to knock you out, and that would probably happen. So that's the reason why I'm running a single Ace Trainer. But to be honest, if you want to play Ace Trainer and put your opponent down to 3 cards, even if he didn't knock you out, all you really need to do is put that Team Magma Secret Base in play, place one of your Magikarps down to the bench, and attach one of your Rainbow Energy on it. And you can easily put your opponent down to -1 prize, and you can just easily Ace Trainer him, so definitely a good thing to have. A single Hex Maniac, well, it's always good to have Hex Maniac in your deck. You never know where can this help you, especially against that Vileplume item lock. Against Trevenant, I guess you have pretty much tough matchup, but against any other decks, I think you can actually play somehow. A single Lysandre, 2 Ents, and 3 Professor Sycamore, so 5, 6 theoretically draw supporters, but 5 the real ones. Single Teammates, definitely good card. If you suffer the knockout, you can easily play Teammates and grab any 2 cards you really need. 2 Wallies for that turn 1 Gyarados or Octillery, but also in the late game can definitely be good. Yeah, playing 2 is definitely better than 1 because there's a better chance that you can actually hit turn 1 Wally. Single Xerosic. It's always good to have Xerosic in your deck. It can help you to remove any special energy or tool attached from one of Pokemon's in play, so in my opinion it can actually help you against that Giratina, so you will actually have somehow matchup in my opinion. If Giratina can hit you with the Chaos Wheel, you cannot attach any of your energies because I'm running only 8 special energy cards, so that's the reason why Xerosic can actually help me there by a little bit. 3 Team Magma Secret Base Stadiums, as I mentioned earlier, 2 Fighting Fury Belts, and 2 Float Stones. Why Fighting Fury Belt? Fighting Fury Belt is only here for the Magikarp, so you can actually have 40 HP more. So you can actually take some more Rainbow Energies and increase the damage for 30 more. 2 Float Stones for the free retreat. Either way over my Gyarados or Octillery, but it's meant to be for the Octillery, just if I started with my Remoraid, so I can put it down to my bench. 4 DC and 4 Rainbow Energy, which means 60 cards in total. So definitely interesting deck to play. In my original build, I actually played 4 copies of Bursting Balloons, but this deck actually does not have it because I just think, well, Bursting Balloon is a single turn. What if my opponent just passes the turn? I don't have anything. It's actually better to have some consistent draw support and more options, like with the Buddy-Buddy Rescue, with the Sacred Ash, with the Ace Trainer, even with the Xerosic and the Teammates. So in my opinion, it's even better instead of running those Bursting Balloons. So if you're looking for any of these cards, as usual, you can find them on CCGCastle.com. I provide you the 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code, so that's really all you need to know about that. So let's move to the game test so you can actually see this deck in the action. Alright, so let's call the heads, and let's try to go first, so very nice. By winning that coin flip, I can actually play Wally on my turn 1, so there's a good chance that I can evolve. On the other side, we have Garchomp, so this is going to be a very interesting matchup between Gyarados and a Garchomp, and I think I'm favorable one in this matchup, to be honest. But we shall actually see that. As long as I can set up pretty good on my turn 1, I can actually do some problems to my opponent. So I have Xerosic, Sycamore, Rainbow Energy, Float Stone. Well, actually that would be actually a pretty good start if I had at least one of my Magikarps, but I didn't have any of them. Alright, it's kind of tricky to get basics since you're running like only 6 basics. And somehow it can be very painful to find one of them. So there's a Magikarp for a starter. I guess it's not that bad. And I also have that and a Dive Ball. So Dive Ball will definitely be for something like a Remoraid, because right now I don't have Stadium in play and I don't want to play my Magikarp. And after that I have Battle Compressor, so I can discard some of my supporter. Oh, even better, there's a Remoraid as a top deck. So let's go with the Battle Compressor. Let's see the situation in this deck. So one of my Ultra Balls is in the prize card. One of my Dive Balls is in my hand, so this is okay. Oh, looks like 2 Trainers Mail priced. Oh, right. 2 Trainers Mail, 1 Sycamore. Oh, right. Actually, we need Wally and Sycamore. 1 Sycamore priced, 1 Gyarados priced. All right. So right now we know all cards that are actually priced. Let me just grab another Remoraid. Since I have double Octillery in my deck, I can just have double Abyssal Hand. And this is going to be a N. So I should say almost perfect start right here. That Lucario should not be a big problem in my opinion. I will definitely play the Magma Secret Base, and I will try to search my deck for one of my Magikarps. Alright, very good. I missed the energy attachment on my turn 1, not a big deal. For the next turn I have opportunity to pick between Sycamore and Wally or Lysandre. Do I want to play Puzzle? I guess I will pass for now. So, not bad. Definitely not bad. The only problem is that retreat and knockout over my Magikarp, and actually that's the worst part in this situation, because it's probably going to be easy knockout over my Magikarp, and I again don't have Magikarp, so I can't attack. I will just promote one of my Remoraids. I should actually discard Ace Trainer, but I totally forget about that. But either way, my opponent is down to 3 cards, so not a big deal. Even better, I top deck N, so I don't even waste my Seeker. If I evolve my Gyarados, I don't have Magikarp with the damage counters on it. But I guess I need to do that. And I even can't knock out that Lucario in this situation, so what should I do right there? I will play my Puzzle of Time so I can see the top 3 cards. And they're actually not that bad, so... To be honest, I will go with Wally in this situation. Wally is definitely good. It will bring me Octillery, but then again, those top 3 cards are not be that great anymore. So let's just evolve Gyarados right here and Abyssal Hand. I wish I had that Octillery earlier in my hand. So there's actually Fighting Fury Belt and a Float Stone. I'm 60 HP right now. Can I somehow survive? No, I can't, so I will just pass my turn for now. For my next turn, I will definitely go with my either way V-Seeker for N, for Sycamore, or I will just go with my N. I'm not sure quite yet, but I do have that Float Stone in my hand, which can actually give me a chance to promote my Octillery in the active spot and just attach the Float Stone so I can have free retreat on it. To be honest, that Focus Sash at this moment is the biggest threat that actually my opponent have in play with that Lucario. Since I'm not running Starling Megaphone, at least I have that Xerosic who can help me to scrap that off. So there's a second strong energy, and this is going to be 100 easy damage, so almost enough to knock out my Gyarados with a single shot, but it's not going to happen. Alright, so I will promote my Octillery, I will attach my Float Stone on it. And to be honest, right now my opponent have a lot of cards and I will just stick with my N. There's a DC and a Dive Ball, so I can grab one of my Magikarps. That's not even close on what I'm looking for. I'm looking for at least one more Magikarp to deal some serious damage to my opponent. And I will attach my double Colorless energy. I don't want to play my puzzle right now. Well, there's Professor Sycamore. Okay, at least I can do some damage to my opponent right now with full retaliation. It's 90 damage. It's enough to 2 turns attack. I'm not sure if he wants to spend 1 more energy to one-hit knock out my Gyarados. Probably he won't. But then again, it's going to be a very big price in this situation for that somersault kick with 3 energy cards. I don't know if you want to waste 3 energy cards. You definitely want to attach one of your energies to maybe Gable, and there's a Lysandre, so he decided to go with the Lysandre over my Octillery, and this is actually not that bad in my opinion. Definitely not that bad, so he can draw a few more cards. He's down to 3 prizes. Actually didn't even think about looking at his prize cards, so I need to end him. Oh, very nice, there's another Magikarp. And I will just attach DC onto my Magikarp, and I can even go with my Puzzle of Time, it really doesn't matter. I didn't want to place any damage counters on that Magikarp on the bench because it will actually help me later to evolve into my Gyarados. There is a Dive Ball, so I can have actually Gyarados without damage counters. I will grab that Octillery, but there is no big sense with it for now. I don't want to evolve, I will just hit my opponent with full retaliation for the knockout. So he's knocked out. Next turn I can evolve my Magikarp into my second Gyarados, so I can have 2 of them. There's a Xerosic and a Trainers Mail. I definitely need to put back my Remoraid somehow into my deck with that Sacred Ash, so I need to find it. But even better it would be to find another puzzle. So another Puzzle of Time can actually bring me chance to actually find something from my Discord pile. There is just Goodbye, so he decided to evolve his active into Goodbye, but it's not going to be enough because he will definitely suffer the knockout. There's also Garchomp. What else he can do, we shall see. I should call maybe that misplay. Maybe not. I mean, without strong energy, this Garchomp is not able to one-hit knock out my gear. Oh my goodness, what a top deck. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be freaking kidding me. So I can grab it my double Puzzle of Time right there. One of my Magikarps and one of my Remoraid. And definitely very good. I mean, I can have another Magikarp and I can have another Remoraid right here, and I can go with my Trainer's Mail, and I can grab Fighting Fury Belt, which is even better. Oh my god. So that Fighting Fury Belt will actually give me the chance to increase the damage that my Magikarp can take. I can also attach one of my Rainbows right now, but I don't want to do that yet. There's no need to do that. I have more prize cards left than my opponent, so I guess it's time for V Seeker for that Ace Trainer. Where is the Ace Trainer? Oh, I don't have Ace Trainer, but I have Lysandre. No pressure right here. Let's just knock out that Garchomp from play. Do I have enough damage counters? I think I have. Yeah, I have 180, which is quite enough. Oh, 150 actually. 180 would be if I have one more Rainbow attached. And there's a victory, so no more chance for my opponent to win this game. And actually, that was a very good matchup. So let's move to another game. Alright, so I will call heads right here as usual, and I lost that coin flip, so probably I'm going to start second. Alright, so let's see. By going second... oh, Greninja Break. By going second, at least I can attack on my turn 1. How good this matchup is against Greninja Break? Well, I guess very bad. Very bad in my opinion, but at least I can one-hit knock out those Greninjas. I mean, if my opponent does not play Octillery, I can definitely end him down to 1 card. And from that point, this can definitely be a very interesting game. Magikarp. When your opponent sees Magikarp in front of you, he's just thinking, what the heck is going on? But actually, I really like that Gyarados with full retaliation. It's definitely a very good deck. Oh, so there's a Remoraid. As I mentioned earlier, I need to get knockout over that Remoraid. So there's a Wally for Octillery. Very nice play. Turn 1 Octillery is always good to have. It's definitely a very powerful start. So even better for me is if I can just knock out that Froakie on my next turn. There is actually a good chance that I can do that. Let me first try to see what I have in my deck and what I don't have. So one of my Remoraids are here, so that's not bad. What's in the prize card? One of my DCs. Trainers Mail is not. One of my puzzles is here. Ultra Ball is here. Fighting Fury Belt and prized. I'm not sure what else is prized, but never mind. Okay. Let me see what should I do next. I can definitely go with the Trainers Mail or maybe Ultra Ball. Let's go with the Trainers Mail. Pretty badly. Pretty damn badly. I guess I can grab that Ace Trainer, but I even don't know if I want to play it. Team Magma Secret Base, a DC, definitely Energy Attachment. I guess Ultra Ball for Magikarp. It's time to grab one of them. And for next turn, at least I have that Octillery. I know against what kind of deck I'm playing. I can just get surprised if my opponent just randomly shows with the Jirachi. I will just start to laugh. Jirachi and Energy Attachment and Stardust can just paralyze my Magikarp. But again, for the next turn, at least I have that Octillery in my hand, so it can help me to draw some extra cards. But then it's already Frogadier in play, and it's going to be very tough. So there's another Froakie, and it's going to be a Beazle hand for 2 more cards. It's just a question if he have any energies. If he misses that Water Duplicate this turn, then there's a good chance that I can actually do something in this game. But as long as he have that energy for Water Duplicate, I can say that I'm in very bad position. For now, looks like he don't have any of that. So there's Professor Sycamore for 7 new cards. Usually, if you play Greninja Break, you're running like 8 water energies in total. 7, 8, 9 energies. That's the range, 7 to 9, depend on the other deck cards in your deck. But usually players run like 8 energies. And there's a Water Duplicate for 2 more Frogadiers. Oh yeah, it's going to be very hard to beat that Greninja Break deck, but we shall see. Never gave up. I guess never gave up. So there's a Beazle hand. I mean, I can heal my damage with the Rough Seas, but I actually don't want to do that. Ah, my god. How badly I just draw right here. Let's see. Hex Maniac is definitely a card that I need in this matchup, and I need it very badly. Yeah, definitely I need Hex Maniac. Hex Maniac is the best card right here that I can actually get. So I will play my Professor Sycamore right here. That's pretty much all that I can do. Okay. A Trainer's Mail for another Dive Ball. How many Magikarps I want to have in play? That will depend on how many Greninjas with the Water Shuriken my opponent can play. This is going to be a 1 knockout, that's for sure. Let me just grab maybe another Magikarp and another Octillery. Let's see, let's just first go with another Remoraid. So I can actually have for next turn a pretty decent setup. 1 Rainbow Energy. I have V-Seeker for that Hex Maniac, so I can use it at least. But in the long run, trading 1 prize for 1 prize is just pain in the ass, and there is just tiny chance that you can beat that Greninja Break. But if you can keep every single turn your opponent actually locked with the Hex Maniac, then there is a good chance that you can actually win that game. And yeah, let's be patient right here. It's a long run, my mates, or my friends, whatever you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in my opponent hand. A Beazle hand is not able to use right here. At least that shows teaching can. Oh, Professor's Birch Observation. I like that. I like that. Oh, only 4 cards from my opponent. Well, that kind of sucks for him. I really like that, to be honest. From this position, all he can do is use that Shadow Stitching and prevent my Octillery ability, so he can abuse that, that's for sure. But then again, I can just V-Seeker for the Hex Maniac, and even worse for him, I can just silent him for the next turn. So there's a Dive Ball, so it looks like it's going to be one of those Greninjas with the Water Shuriken, so I can say goodbye to one of my Magikarps on the bench. Ah, come on. So that means that he will actually reduce the damage that I can do, and probably he's going to knock out one of my Magikarp on the bench with 20 damage on it. Of course, if he have any of energies. Yes, there's a Water Shuriken. Oh. So he actually going for that Moonlight Splash right here. For the knockout. Let me see. Okay, I have Teammates in my hand. Seems legit for me. I can easily knock him out. Octillery, go in the active spot. Okay, first, let's see. I need to play Teammates. And I will grab right here one Puzzle of Time and a double Colorless energy. Okay, Puzzle of Time and a DC. 4. No. I need DC and I need Puzzle. Okay, it's okay. I actually don't need a DC, but never mind. Kind of misplay. Puzzle of Time. Times 2. Give me that the Magma Secret Base and a Gyarados. Okay, what else I have right there? Pretty much nothing. I really need that, the Magma Secret Base in this situation. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to evolve my Magikarp. I still don't have even close to attack, so I will just play one of my DC and a Beazle hand for 2. I hope I can find any kind of resource for knockout, but I was not able to find it. So what can I do right there? Not too much. Maybe I blew up this right here, and I actually blew that up right here. I should go with 2 Dive Balls instead of that freaking Gyarados. Puzzle of Time, Buddy-Buddy Rescue, DC, and a M. Oh my goodness, why I should blow that up, I don't know. I blew that up, definitely. I should grab double trouble, double Dive Ball right here, and in that case I would have like, yeah, I wouldn't have a DC. So I guess I should grab Rainbow Energy and a Dive Ball and take the risk without actually Gyarados. That would be even better. But right now there's a Dive Ball for that Greninja break, and it's going to be very easy from this point of the view. So all he really needs is to use Water Giant Shuriken and Giant Water Shuriken, so he can get rid of my Magikarp. I guess I can have... we shall see. It's not over yet, that's for sure, but it's definitely not good for me. So there's Giant Water Shuriken and a Beazle hand. I hope at least he will not be able to draw energies, so I might survive somehow. Energy retrieval for 2 more energy cards. So it's Water Shuriken and the Moonlight Splash, so that's for sure. Even worse, Shadow Stitching. So Water Shuriken is going to be on my Magikarp on the bench. Say goodbye, Magikarp. Yep. No more retaliation from my Gyarados. I have V-Seeker, so I can easily grab... I can easily grab one of my Magikarps next turn, that's for sure, with the Buddy-Buddy Rescue. But then again, I need one more Magikarp, and I need Wally, and that's not going to happen. I need to top deck Magikarp actually, and a lot of cards. I need also double Colorless energy. There's a Moonlight Splash for 100. That seems legit. So my Magikarps are in the discard pile. At least there's a Buddy-Buddy Rescue, which will help me to put one of my Magikarps back into my hand. Okay. What can I do right here? I guess not too much. I can play Abyssal Hand for 1. A DC. That's not that bad if I have another Magikarp on my bench. I mean, I need to evolve with the Wally, that's for sure. That's actually only thing that I can do right here. Play Wally, evolve my Gyarados on the bench. Then again, I already played at the Abyssal Hand. I don't know if I want to retreat right here. Do I want to lose my Octillery? With John Water Shuriken, he can one-hit knock out my Remoraid from play. And I don't know if I want to do that. Energy Attachment, why not? Just because I can. Again, with the Moonlight Splash, he can knock me out. But then I can... yeah, John Water Shuriken on the Remoraid, either way. And Water Shuriken right here. I don't know. It's pretty much the same. I will lose either way, Octillery and Remoraid, or my Gyarados and Octillery. So I will just leave for now Octillery in the active spot. So there's another Frogadier. And actually missed that Magikarp turn before when I was looking to knock out that Greninja. If I was able to knock out that Greninja, that would pretty much be easy victory for me, but then again, that Octillery is also a big threat on the bench. I can't end my opponent down to 1 card because he had that Octillery in play. So there's a Water Shuriken, and probably it's going to be John Water Shuriken for the knockout. Who knows if he'd be able to find some energies. So I can say goodbye to my Octillery. He's going down to 2 prize cards. All I can do right now is play my Remoraid into the active spot. Okay, so this is going to be probably Shadow Stitching, even versed, and there's a Super Road. Okay. $20 damage to that Shaman, set up for 3. To be honest, I see Shaman, I can say, well, that's easy to prize cards, but I first need to get rid of that Greninja break. But I don't have any Magikarp left. I need somehow to pull 2 Magikarps from my discard pile, so I need to hit that Sacred Ash and something like an Ultra Ball, but I already wasted almost all of my resources. I only have 1 Ultra Ball left. So probably that's not going to happen. But even if I grab that Magikarp from my discard pile back into my bench, there's another Greninja with the Water Shuriken ready to snipe it. And it's just going to be very, very undifficult. So there's a Gyarados and a Trainers Mail. So can I hit something useful right there? No, I can't. Well, I can grab that Fighting Fury Belt. And I can go with my N right here actually. Where is my N? I don't have N. I can go with my Ace Trainer. I was even not able to play Hex Maniac. So there's 1 Magikarp, but he's down to 1 prize. If I bench down that Magikarp, he's able to use Water Shuriken and knock him out. So I need to find Fighting Fury Belt. And that Fighting Fury Belt can actually give me a chance, at least. So full retaliation for the knockout. A second prize taken by me. And there's another Team Magma Stadium. Alright, so not that bad, but then again, what can he do right here? He's down to one prize. I need something like a Lysandre for that Octillery, that's for sure. He has a lot of energy cards left, but the question is, will he be able to evolve this turn maybe into Greninja Break? But even without Greninja Break, with that Greninja with Water Shuriken from the bench, he can snipe my Magikarp down twice, and it's pretty much GG. So I need to find a way somehow to Lysandre that Greninja. I have 2 V-Seekers left. Even worse, there's another Greninja. And this is going to be probably Water Shuriken for 30. Yep, so that's 50 and it's GG. Because that Moonlight Splash can hit for 80, which is enough for the knockout. Alright, so I lost that coin flip. And I'm going second. Okay, so I'm starting with my Magikarp. Not that bad hand, to be honest. Team Magma Space and Dive Ball and Ultra Ball. I also have that wee Seeker in my hand, so who knows what I can get with it. And there's a Snivy. Okay, so this is going to be probably explosive start for my opponent. There's a Muscle Band and Professor Sycamore. So the good thing is that the 2 Servines already in his discard pile, and that means that he will not be able to play them. But there is the first one. Will he be able to paralyze my Magikarp? No. Okay. And Superior just hits the ground. There's a Super Scoop Up, and he just managed to get at heads. Promote that Superior into the active spot. There's a Trainers Mail. I like the players who actually play fast. So there's a Trainers Mail for the Level Ball, and what he can grab with the Level Ball, probably another Snivy, so he can have another attacker. No, he decided to go with that Gyarados, even better. Seems legit, so he can poison me right there. Okay, leave my Magikarp in the active spot with the poison. So there's a Dive Ball, and this is going to be a Dive Ball for Remoraid. And after that I'm going to play my the Magma base and an Ultra Ball for I guess Magikarp, so I can have attacker for next turn. And all I can do right here is pass my turn, so Magikarp is going to be knocked out from that Superior, so he's probably going to use Coil. Then again, I need to find way out. Oh, there's a N, so I like that. I mean, I lost my Octillery, but I managed to get 6 new cards, and this is even better. There's another Level Ball for my opponent, so I will have Gyarados next turn. I will also have my Magikarp with 2 damage counters. He's just going to grab 1 prize, so not a big deal. On the long road, I guess I have a little advantage right there, so it's a knockout, so with the Coil. But I will definitely respond quickly. I just need to find 1 more Magikarp. So there's a Dive Ball, and this is going to be very easy right there. Trainers Mail for the Float Stone, definitely. Float Stone and Dive Ball, so I can grab another Magikarp. I actually need another Magikarp to be able to knock out that Superior, and I will also attach one of my DCs right there, and I will go with my Professor Sycamore for 7 new cards. There's Octillery. Seems legit. And another round of the Dive Ball, so I can grab another Remoraid right there. So I can have 2 of them. I can't play my Abyssal hand, but I can hit for 150. So that's almost under that 140 range, but thank God I was able to knock out that Superior, and even better, I just managed to find that Teammates But Superior can hit only for 80 with Muscle Bed for 100, so he needs Superior, and he needs to use his second attack, Slashing Strike, to be able to knock out my Gyarados, so there's a Survive, but even if he get that heads on the Paralyze, so he can just paralyze me even better. And probably this is going to be Professor Sycamore, of course. Oh, so he was not able to evolve into Superior, so he already discarded 3 of them. I hope he runs some kind of Sacred Ash so he can put them back into his hand. And there's another Ultra Ball, probably for Shaming. Okay. So he needs to find Stadium first. Without Stadium, he can't evolve this turn. But then again, I'm poisoned and I'm going to suffer from that poison between turns. And there's even 40 more damage counters. Okay. There's a Ultra Ball and another Octillery. And I guess from this, what should I do right here? I can play my Ultra Ball, or I can just wait with my Gyarados. I will definitely evolve my Gyarados on the bench so I can have another attacker. I don't want to play teammates yet because I can't play them. I don't want to attach any energy anywhere because I don't want and I don't need. I just want to wait knockout next turn, so when I suffer that knockout from that Superior, I will just play teammates for another Puzzle of Time so I can actually grab 2 Magikarps from my Discord Pilot and bring them back into the play. And that will actually open me possibilities to knock out that Superior and to grab my prize card, and from that point my opponent will only have 1 more attacker, oh actually 2, because there's a Revitaliator and Trainers Mail. Maybe he can find another Revitaliator. Nope. At least he will have another Superior. But there's just a Coil. So he didn't want to evolve right there because he just wanted to paralyze me next turn. And that actually seems legit. Oh, even better. I just top deck 2 puzzles. So what I need right here, I need Stadium card and I need 1 of my Magikarps. Okay. And there is Magikarp. And this is going to be a Ultra Ball for pretty much nothing. After that, Abyssal Hand, I'm looking for N. I just want to end my opponent down to 4 cards. It's not N, but it's a Buddy-Buddy Rescue for another Magikarp and for Ace Trainer. So Ace Trainer even better right here. Because he's going down to 3 cards, I'm going to grab with Buddy-Buddy Rescue another Magikarp, so another chance for the knockout. And for more damage counters, so that's 150 and even more, so 30 plus 30 more for each damage counter on your benched Magikarp. So that's 60, 120, 180, 180, 210. Well, that's a lot of damage. So what kind of Pokemon he's going to grab? Probably one of his Servines. Oh, he decided to go with the Snivy. I will go with my Magikarp, of course. Hello, Mr. Magikarp. Oh, I can even give you 1 of my Rainbow Energies. So you can get actually Steroids right there. And there's a Abyssal Hand. Abyssal Hand, Hex Maniac and a Float Stone, but let's just go with the Ace Trainer. So my opponent is going down to 3 cards, very undifficult position for him. I just managed to find the perfect hand. I don't need to play anything else. So full retaliation for 240 damage with Gyarados. That's a lot of damage counters. And there's the Magma Secret Base number 2. Even if he removed it from the play, I can just put it back. But I actually don't need it anymore. I have army of my Magikarps. But actually, I will definitely put it because I just want to get rid of his Forest of the Giant Plant. All he can do right there, if he don't have any kind of Professor Sycamore or stuff like that, he can just poison me and pass the turn, which is actually kind of sad. Oh, but there's Professor Sycamore. I need something like VS Seeker for Lysandre. I need to find Lysandre so I can knock out... Oh, yeah, I need definitely Lysandre for that Shaman and for that Skeptile on the bench. So thanks a lot to my opponent. Come on, give me Lysandre. Trainers Mail for another Fighting Fury belt. I can definitely use one of my Magikarps. How many double chorus energies I have played? 2 of them, so looks like this one is going to grab. I don't even need to play that. Why I shouldn't just go with my VS Seeker right here? I can't play Teammates, but I can play Ace Trainer. So I can Ace Trainer my opponent down to 3 cards, and I can... oh, I can play Ice Trainer. Damn. But I can play... Yeah, nothing. I made a misplay. What do I want to play here? Maybe Energy Attachment. Yeah, why not? And even Evolution with the Gyarados. And Abyssal Hand for 1. I'm still looking for that opportunity to find Lysandre. At least I have another attacker on my bench. Another Gyarados is sitting and ready to attack. So I'm grabbing 1 extra prize, and it's Professor Sycamore. There's a poison, and that Skeptile EX can actually do a lot of damage. There's another stadium card, so right now I don't have any stadium left since I'm running only 3. There's a Grass Energy and Sleep Poison. If he hits heads, I'm asleep. I need to wake up. Oh, thank you, Pikachu coin. So I just wake up. There's a Trainer's Mail. Will there be another VS Seeker? Oh, Lysandre. Say hello, Lysandre. I was looking for Lysandre and I finally managed to find one. Full Retaliation for the knockout. 2 more prize cards taken. And all I really need for the next turn is a single Rainbow Energy, which I can actually find with my Abyssal Hand. So I need single Rainbow Energy, or I just need another Lysandre to one-hit knockout pretty much any of my opponent's Pokemon from the bench. So there's a Poisonous Nest, I don't know why, because he have enough damage counters with the Unseen Claw for the knockout. And I will just promote my Gyarados into the active spot. But I will just first go with Octillery since I have that free retreat. And there's a VS Seeker. VS Seeker for Lysandre, so I don't even need to search for the combinations to knock out that Skeptile EX. I will just retreat and use my full retaliation for the knockout, and it's GG. So definitely interesting to watch, definitely very good and very funny deck to play. You have a lot of chance and you have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of damage with your Gyarados, and I really like how this deck works. Once again, a full deck list is right here. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. So it was definitely a pleasure to play with this deck. I definitely enjoy playing with it. I really like this deck. I will bring you actually some real footage with this deck tomorrow from playing with real deck in the real world, not in the TCG online. So you will actually be able to see that also. So stay tuned for that. If you didn't subscribe already, please consider to subscribe to my channel for more future videos and actually to support me. That really means a lot to me. And yeah, that's pretty much all. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.